Well, hello, Bontia Boss from Connect to Soul. Here yet again with another wonderful connection to prosperity and soul wisdom. So, if you haven't been to watch these weekly YouTube clips before, then please understand that all of my details about the work I do at Connect to Soul, all the links are below for the retreats, for the master classes, for the spiritual book club, for my website, and on and on and on. So, okay, go down, scroll down, and look if you like what I'm doing. Please like the clips that you're watching and subscribe to the channel, the YouTube channel, and the more the merrier, of course. And also, if you like my Facebook, then please like the Connect to Soul Facebook page. So, with all that done, I've been back from Kuala Lumpur a whole week already, and it's been amazing week. I don't know about you guys, but over the last 30 years of having been on this journey consciously, I am very aware of the shifts in my energy vibrations that occur. And between, having had the time away for a week in Kuala Lumpur with my family and coming back, I just feel that I've had a huge shift in energy. And so it is, it's interesting. I've become quite an observer, and let me try and say that word properly, an observer of, what my life force is doing within me. The more room that I give it, the more that I allow it freedom, and the less that I feel encumbered or limited or go into fear and doubt. The easier the flow becomes. And so I've had a really easy flow this week. And that's what I wish for you. And I guess so my work's all about just sharing with you what I learned. Okay, so let's have a look at what we're going to discuss about prosperity. And it might be a strange subject, but really for me it is like the greatest limitation that we put upon ourselves as human beings is not having this fear of not having enough money. That's usually the one. Not having enough education, not having enough food, not having enough whatever it is, not having enough. So we have become people of gatherers. Now we're supposed to be hunter-gatherers, but the hunter-gatherers only gathered for what they needed and then they moved on. Yes, we gather and hoard. And so that has actually limited us a lot. So my idea of prosperity is all about free flow. It's about the life flow of abundance to really just to move through your life with ease. And that means that we have to let go of these conditioned, limited fears that have been imprinted upon us since childhood. So let's have a look. Of course, I'm using Esther Hicks's Money and the Law of Attraction. And, okay, look, that's what happened. So that is what I'm going to take. They want to talk. It didn't take long. Yes, so really that's what this whole segment is about. I would love to help you to become less encumbered by your conditioned beliefs that you have to earn the right to be prosperous. That's our birthright. We live in a world of abundance. I mean, really, look out the window. And so it's time that we got ourselves aligned with prosperity as a part of a given in our life. So let's have a look what they've just given me to work with. When I say they, I really don't see that as part outside of me. I just see that as another aspect of my life force that is wanting me to pay attention. So I call it a they. I don't know what else I could call it. I call them guys sometimes. I have never called them girls, really. why not? But maybe I ought to. All right. They're androgynous. As far as I'm concerned, it's energy, and energy is anything and can be anything that you want it to be. So whatever you want it to be. So this card I've just picked up says, I can give my attention to the positive aspects. Well, that is just amazing because, of course you can. You know why you can? Because the fact of the matter is that you have a choice to put your attention wherever you want, and that is something that we all need to bring home. I can put my attention wherever I want to put it. Not only that, I can actually put the kind of attention that makes me feel good on whatever I want. It's my choice because it's all coming from in here. So let's turn it around and let's just see what it says. Things are coming into your experience in response to your vibration. Wow. So in a way, it's a little bit of a personal message as well, because I am so consciously working on lifting my vibration all the time. And as a result of that, I'm really noticing that the outside world is beginning more and more to show me where I am. And so I'm kind of floating at the moment. I'm in a floaty place where I got up this morning and I thought to myself, I'm going to just have a purely nurturing day today. I'm going to love myself. I'm going to not rush. I'm not going to watch the clock. I'm just going to do ease and grace the whole day. And as a result, I just did. And it is now actually afternoon here already. And I have just cruised through the morning and I'm just feeling so chilled out and so relaxed. So the vibration outside, of course, is going to reflect that to me. Your vibration is offered because of the thoughts you are thinking, and you can tell by the way you feel what kinds of thoughts you're thinking. Oh, isn't that the truth? If you don't feel good, don't expect the outside world to make it better for you. Don't expect somebody else to make it better for you. Don't think that buying something outside, getting another dress or going and get a cream cake is going to make it better for you. Because that's a very short-term Band-Aid. And you know what happens with Band-Aids? I have to laugh because my little granddaughter, who's 2, she's got this thing about having a plaster. It's a Band-Aid, wherever you are, whatever you call that. So even if she just knocks herself, she goes, oh, I need a plaster. But you know what happens with a plaster? When you take it off, it hurts. You have to rip it off. So why not have a plaster? Why do we need plasters? Okay? When you don't feel good, it's because of a story that you are running inside of you. It actually has nothing to do with what's going on outside. What's going on outside, you feel. Inside, you run a story. That's what you feel. So change the story and you'll feel different. You can make it either worse or you can make it better. Choice is yours and the power is yours. Find good feeling thoughts, and good feeling manifestations must follow. That's the law of attraction. That is the law of the universe. It cannot be any other way. Make a decision to look for the best feeling aspects of whatever you must give your attention to. And otherwise, look only for good feeling things to give your attention to. And your life will become one of increasingly good feeling aspects. So why is it so difficult for us to understand and to put into practice on a daily basis or on a minute-by-minute basis? Why is it so difficult for us to focus on what feels good? It's because we are educated in a system that still is based on ticks and crosses. It's still about right and wrong. We are brought up by people who will say, tut, 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 rather than an explanation or an opportunity to change what you're doing in a better way. It's always about you're either right or you're either wrong. And that puts a dent in our psyche. It makes us feel wrong. So we're striving our whole life somehow to find a way to be right. And the only way that we know how to do that, or how to know whether we've done it or not, is to look outside for approval and expectations and tell people and find out from people if we're okay. Are we right? Well, how the heck do they know? They can't feel you. You're only right when you're right with you. We have to stop making the outside world so important. We have to go within, and we have to start finding what's real for us and what's important for us and what resonates with us and what makes us hum and what makes us feel affiliated with our natural creative instincts and natural creative gifts. We have to go and step outside the norm and become part of this whole universal flow. It is so important. I love this message. I love this message because more and more I see people, sometimes if you've done work with me and you've come to me for a one-on-one session, I put you through a questionnaire. And in that questionnaire, I actually ask you, I get an idea of what your relationship with you is like, what level you're at. And I measure it from 0 to 10 so that we get a bit of an idea of where we're starting from. I also then do a commitment form, and it's a commitment form that actually is part of the 7 Steps to Success, which is free if you sign up as a VIP member on my website, and you will get that as a free 90-minute video clip course, which is so powerful to actually create what it is that you desire. And in that, you do get a commitment form also. And that commitment form is a commitment form to you, between you and you. And so on that commitment form, we decide what would be the ideal you. What would be for you the ideal where you are, where you feel that you would be at peace, where you would feel that you'd be in love with you, and that life would go with ease and grace. So we work through that on that first visit, and I look at that and then ask people to sign it if they're ready to do whatever it takes to get there. And people sign. I don't always let them sign straight away because I always know when there's a glitch. But the sad thing for me is that there's a question before you sign which says what would happen if you didn't fulfill this commitment to yourself? What would your life look like? And the answer to that question usually is very sad, lost, misdirected, unloved. All of those kind of things come out, right? And then the next question is, what would your life be like if you actually did the work and you changed your life around and you made that commitment to finding inner peace and self-love and your truth? And it's always, I would just be in seventh heaven. I would be so happy. I would be this and that and ecstasy, right? And then, it says you've got to be 100% committed and you've got to do what it takes. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So my sad part of that is that people sign it and then they have a little dabble. And look, it's not for the faint-hearted. It means that you have to change. You have to change the way you think. You have to change the way that you perceive life. But most importantly, you have to change how you perceive you. But with help, and I walk beside you and give you the tools, people, hundreds and thousands of people have changed their life and are changing their lives every day doing it. changing, stepping out of the box into the infinite. And so the people that do it, they shine and they fly, but they also know they can't stop. They have to keep moving forward, because that life moves forward. The people who fall back into their old paradigm and their old behavior patterns, those people fall by the wayside, and that I feel so sad for, because they've stated, when I don't do it, I'm going to be lost. I'm going to feel disconnected. I'm going to be so sad and unhappy. And yet they're the choices that they make, because you do make the choice. Whoa, I had no idea I was going to go here. But this is where obviously I need to go, because there are people who are obviously going to be listening to this today who need to hear this. Please, please, I beg of you, make yourself worth it. Make yourself important enough to do what it takes to have a life of expanded joy and love and appreciation. And if you're not living in that space, then change. Please do something for yourself. I've been in both camps. You know, my life was in crisis, and that's why I'm here now, because I was not going to leave myself in crisis. That much I knew. I knew that I would not want to live. It's like living death to me, feeling bad all the time, or struggling all the time. That I was not going to do to myself, and I also was aware enough to know that I was doing it to myself. No one is doing it to me. All the things outside of me were just instruments to keep telling me, you need to change. You need to take control. You are the one that has the power to have positive input into your life or negative input into your life. You know, you have the power to give attention to whatever part of your life you want to give attention to. And you have the power to give it the kind of attention that either is going to make it grow or it's going to wither away. Life is such a precious gift. Wow, such a precious gift. Make a decision. That's what it says here. Make a decision to look for the best feeling aspect of whatever you must give your attention to. How about you make that decision right now, right this minute? This minute. But do it for you. You are the most precious gift you have. The gift you have in you is life itself. Life isn't happening out there. Life is happening right inside of you, and you're not taking care of it enough. I know that I sometimes don't take care of it enough, although these days, if I slip slightest bit, instantly I can feel it. And so because of the state of my awareness, I pull myself into line very quickly. And it is why I still get up at 5:30 every morning, and I do my meditation, and I do my learning, and I listen to my solfeggio, vibrational frequencies, and I do all of those things, all to do with lifting my vibrational frequency before I get out of bed and start my day. You would probably laugh if you saw me in the morning, because I would be sitting there with my computer and my lap, my cup of tea, and one pussycat on either side of me jammed up against me, because they just love anything that I do. And that's how I start my day. It's a very, very, very feel-good way to start. Why not try it? It's good. Works for me. Has for 30 years. So, your life will become one of increasingly good feeling aspects when you choose to give your attention where you want it. Okay? So please, do yourself a favor. Do this for you. All right. Well, that was pretty powerful, wasn't it? I think it was powerful. I just love it. I think that was perfect. Absolutely perfect. And so that was our prosperity lesson. So how about we find out from the Keepers of the Light, these lovely cards from Kyle Gray, to see what our soul wisdom needs to be today. Oops. Well, there you go. That didn't take long. Wow. Okay. They are speaking quickly today. Well, have a quick look. So, what do you see? Horus. Well, because Horus was the son of Osiris and Zeus, and that is in mythology. And he has the eagle beak, and of course, eagle is my power animal. And it says the cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Well, now I can't make this up, okay? So if they don't come together like you know, that is exactly the same message. Same message. Soul wisdom and prosperity reading is exactly the same message. It is the cosmic gateway. You know, when you actually align yourself with the good feeling inside of you, which is the essence of you, which is the nature of you, then everything else, then the life force is set free to move forward and flow. It's like a dammed up river. You're like a dammed up river. Every little bit of fear and every little bit of doubt that you allow, or every bit of self-judgment that you allow, it's just another boulder in the river, and the water dams up behind it. But when you let go of the need to judge with yourself, when you let go of the need to compare yourself to anybody else, you know, this is your life. It's not anybody else. Why would you compare it to someone else? It's pretty silly, really. So this is your life. And when you let go of the boulder of self-judgment and self-put-downs and expectations you can't reach, and when you let go of the rights and the wrongs and all of the things, the fears and the doubts, and you take the boulders away, there is a rush of water, there is a rush of life flow that suddenly goes, and it takes you with it when you let yourself float. Beautiful, beautiful. There is in the 9 insights of the Celestine prophecies, you know, there is an insight there that talks about letting go, and you know that we're clawing onto the side of the, if you remember it, he was clawing onto the side of the river trying to climb out, and eventually he had to let go, and when he let go, the river just took him downstream where he needed to go. And we need to learn to do that. We need to let go. We need to let go. So your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Every thought you have has a vibrational frequency through the feelings that it emits within you, okay? And that's like an iron filing. It goes out into the cosmos, and the cosmos goes, oh, there you are, kaplonk, and there it comes. And if that isn't a reason for you to clean up your thinking act and to clean up, it's not so much your thinking act. Maybe you should stop thinking so much and just be with yourself and just feel yourself and feel and feel and feel and feel good, and then watch what happens outside. And insist on only doing things, saying things, and being things that feel good. I know it sounds simple, but unless you begin and you pay attention, it's never going to happen. Miraculous changes are occurring. You know, I've been at this for a long time, and so I look back over 30 years and see how humanity itself is changing. And it really does my heart good. I know that if you watch the news, you think that we're getting worse, but actually I don't. So I actually tune into places where people are talking about the wonderful things that are happening on Earth, right? And we are a beautiful species. We just need to give ourselves more credit, and we need to insist on living according to our resonance rather than according to other people's rules when they don't fit us. So, what a wonderful, wonderful reading. I cannot really, that is just beautiful. And between these two, what a wonderful week. What a wonderful week. Please, please look at your life. And if it isn't everything that you want it to be, stop. Stop something you're doing and change it to doing something you love doing. And that will be one boulder gone and a bit more water flowing out. Wow, that was a very powerful few minutes with you. And of course, as always, I love being with you. And I hope you love being with me. So again, I thank you for spending time and being on this journey for you. Thank yourself. Please. You deserve so much. I love you. And I love you because love is something that you become, not something you do. And I truly believe that I have become love energy. And so I radiate wherever, whenever I can, with whomever I can. And I feel good. Bit sort of self-indulgent, you know. But why not? Why not? So I will go on loving you. I just hope that you will go on loving you. And that's the end of my little chat. Do you want to connect with me? Oh, just a very quick one. The May retreat is just about booked up. Now, if you have actually said you want to go and you haven't confirmed, do it quickly because those rooms need to be confirmed. And if you have said, oh, I'm thinking about it, and you do want to be included, let me know, because there are other people now also clamoring at the door, and there are only 9 cottages, so there is a limit, and I want to take, you know, everybody, but I can't. And so first cab of the rank, first come best dressed, whatever you call that. So you do need to commit, and you need, you know, either through filling out your registration form or putting down the deposit. So it is already looking like it's going to be the most amazing retreat in May, and therefore I am considering doing another one in September, but I will let you know that further down the track. Oh, and the January masterclass, Inspired Manifestation Masterclass, January 31st, please let me know soon if you are going to attend. Okay, have a fabulous week. I will. Love you so much. Love yourself more. Bye.